What's happening? My name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego County, San Diego, California. And as soon as I can prop up my camera, I'm going to continue to talk. Yeah. Well, I want to know what you're doing right now. Giddy up. Alright, now, this is in part going to be a comedy video. And comedy videos are made and designed in order to be able to make you laugh. Because me putting a smile on your little itty-bitty face is one of the main objectives concerning the reason why I make comedy videos. Giddy up. Hold on. What are you doing right now? I want to know. Are you waiting patiently for me to act comical? I hope so. Oh. Alright, let's see how well you can see me. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I guess that's good enough. Yeah. I'm a little bit fanatical when it comes to how well my viewers can see me. That way, the video has at least got some kind of quality to it. That's right. Good enough. My name is Leslie Williams, and I'm in San Diego, California. And I'm acting as goofy as I possibly can, so I can make you laugh. And you might think to yourself, well, why is this woman going through all this just to make you laugh? Because putting a smile on your face... Sorry, I just woke up not too long ago. And actually this morning I woke up with a headache because the weather is real flippy right now in San Diego County. And possibly another reason. But I'm not going to expand on that matter right now because I can't prove it. So anyways, today's date is October 10th, 2013. 2 years to the date that I was assaulted on an MTS bus. And then MTS had the audacity to send me an altered video. That's right. Because MTS are skanked. Now again, what you gotta understand here is that this is a comedy video. And comedy videos are designed in order to make you laugh. That's right, sweeties. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Check it out. Anyways. Now. I recently just heard, I think it was like within the last 3 months, an individual was talking on a radio show that people that burp a lot, their food might not be digested correctly. As a result of me being a target of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking, I am put under and kept under a huge amount of duress every single day, intentionally, with complete malice of forethought and criminal intent by the organized stalking idiot who is perpetrating this criminality towards me in every aspect of my personal life. So you might think to yourself, well, this woman doesn't seem to be under very much duress. She's making a comedy video. Well, this video is not just for you, even though I love you very much. This video is about also me being able to watch it later and laugh. Because targets of this crime are 100% completely isolated from any type of normal, social, healthy relationships. Now, and if you go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and how they isolate targets, you'll see that it's all over the internet, that every single target says the same exact thing. And if they target a couple or a family, they'll isolate the couple or the family. That's right. Now, hold on a second. Today I'm taking it easy. I haven't made up my mind yet exactly what I'm going to do with the entire rest of my day, because I'm getting a slow start to my day because I'm trying to get a migraine in control. And all true migraine sufferers, or individuals who have had migraines on occasion, can understand the debilitating effects of having one. It's not a very good feeling. It rained yesterday in San Diego for the first time in months. I'm talking at least probably 6 months. It does not rain often here in San Diego, usually between October and February. That's right. And it is now October. Anyways, today's date is October 10th, 2013. 2 years to the exact date that I was assaulted on an MTS bus in San Diego, California, bus route 928, as it was approaching Friars and Frazee Road. That's right. Now, then MTS sent me an altered video of the assault. Now, MTS is, I'm eventually going to take him to court concerning this factual reality. Now, the assault video was observed by a USD professor who is a professor in communications that specializes in videos and images. He saw it on the internet and then posted it to First Post. And they know the video is altered, including the San Diego police know it's altered. So I guess them and MTS believes that since it is now a 2-year anniversary date, that it falls under the ability for me to file a lawsuit against MTS. Because I guess you got, like, you're supposed to have, like, in some cases a 1-year time limit to file a lawsuit, or in some other cases 2 years. This is not the case in this concerning this case, because they altered the materials of discovery, which is evidence. They altered it, which obstructed justice. That's right. MTS was notified concerning that the fact that the MTS video, I had to craft the language very skillfully, because in organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions, they try to label targets as being mentally ill. That's right, and that is a factual reality that can be Googled. So I had to, when I contacted MTS, I had to be very skillful about the language I used. So what I basically did when I contacted them, I stated that it highly appeared that the video that your company sent me is highly questionable. That's right. The San Diego Police Department police officers that were directly connected to the investigation of the assault were also briefed physically by me verbally that the video was altered, and that even a professor noticed that it was altered. They kept that fact out of the police report concerning the assault, and they never investigated it. That's right, not once. So, in turn, after contacting them through online police reports about the fact that the video was sent to me altered by MTS, and physical verbalizations from me to them that it was altered by MTS, and them not investigating it at all, and then not including it in the police report, which was also filled with lies. That's right, and facts were omitted. That in itself is a crime. Gross negligence of duty in reference to the police department is a crime. Obstruction of justice is a crime. That's right. Altering materials of discovery, which is evidence concerning a crime, is a crime. That's right. Now, the San Diego District Attorney's Office was notified numerous times by fax, email, and certified mail. That's right. Physical USPS certified mail. All of these places were notified. So, since they did not recontact me concerning these communications, and since they did not investigate the fact that MTS sent me an altered video, this means as a result that the 2-year time limit for a lawsuit does not stand, and cannot stand in a lawsuit, because they altered the materials of discovery evidence and then turned around and did not reply to attorney pro se communications concerning this factual reality. So, but if I ever do find an uncorrupt lawyer, because these individuals do have power positions in the community. See, the average American citizen, hold on a second. The average American citizen, unless they're educated concerning the law, is usually preoccupied with basically just doing what they got to do on a daily basis in order to make sure that their rent is paid, food, electric bills, stuff like that. They're basically caught up in the normal daily activities. So unless they have ever had a legal situation, or if they have briefed themselves or educated themselves concerning legal matters, they might not be able to understand the terminologies I've used and the statements that I've made in its entirety in this video. But I think I've described it pretty well. I actually just lost my train of thought, but the point I'm trying to make is this, is that once you become, if you are ever in a situation to where you got to fight a legal battle, especially when it comes to the government or corporations, you'll discover that corporations and government work hand in hand. That's right. I had no clue that they do, because I was just raised to believe that we have constitutional rights and guaranteed civil rights. That's right. Now, I know that this is supposed to be a comedy video, and I do plan on still acting comical in this video. No mistake about it. But I thought that since today was a 2-year anniversary in reference to this assault, I thought to myself, well, geez, you know, I should make a comment concerning it. Now, if you don't have no education concern, I'll get back to the corporations and the government in a second, but if you have no knowledge, educated knowledge, and or experience concerning organized stalking or gang stalking, it can be Googled and YouTubed extensively. And I guarantee you right now, okay, whether you have just a small itty-bitty awareness of this crime or none at all, once you start investigating it, your jaw will literally drop to the floor. But the only way that will occur, because it will if you decide to investigate these factual realities in a mature investigative posture, your mouth will literally drop to the floor. In fact, your body will involuntarily make itself sit down in your chair, because your worldview will change, literally. I am in San Diego, California, San Diego County, so who am I and why am I being targeted? You would not believe what I know. You would not believe who I am, and you would not believe what has happened to me in my life. You would not believe what I know, literally. Now, hang on one second, please. Organized stalking and gang stalking targets have been on national TV shows, national radio shows, local news broadcasts, and even though we are grateful for this coverage, we've also testified before the Presidential Bioethics Commission, and that can be Googled, to give you a preliminary introduction in reference to how many organized stalking, gang stalking targets are part of non-consensual human experimentation, which you might think to yourself, well, where did that come from? You know, one second she was being goofy, and the next second she was talking about being assaulted, and now she's talking about non-consensual human experimentation. Go to YouTube and type in Timothy W. Bioethics Issues. Just do it. You'll hear him talk about neurocognitive weapons and brain entrainment. And then as a result of you watching that host video, once you bring it up, it'll be the host video, pay attention to the videos that are on the sidebar. Okay? Every single last one of them. And then when you start Googling and YouTubing gang stalking and organized stalking, you'll come to in-depthly. Okay? You have to you got to literally pretend like you're a private investigator or a police officer who's not corrupt, obviously. And then once you start researching this crime, cross-referencing the data, okay, and then eventually the educated knowledge will come from the data. Knowledge is basically nothing but facts that come from data, okay? And then when you start cross-referencing the facts from the educated knowledge and cross-referencing it to the targeted individual's experiences that they're posting on the internet, then you will be able to understand through you developing a holistic pictorial representation of what we experience. That's right. Now, I'm a good woman. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I am not crazy, I'm not mentally ill, and I am not a threat to myself or others. But these 3 separate descriptions that I just described to you are the type of labels that the organized crime members who are in the system, who are attached to these expeditions, attempt to label to targets, in order to discredit the target, the truth the target's telling, and in order to take syndicated probate control of them, or institutionalize them, or jail them, because of what they know, who they are, and so the expeditions can continue. Hold on one second. Now, the following is really going to blow your mind. Listen to this, and you can Google this by each description. Organized stalking, gang stalking target, if they're institutionalized, if they're put on a psychiatric floor, or if they're put in jail, the gang stalking continues in these 3 environments. Google it. Just Google it, and look at what you come up with. And you will see that what I am stating to you are factual realities that have no margin of error in reference to this could not be happening. That's right. Organized stalking and gang stalking is not stalking by gangs at all, even though there are organized crime syndicated members that are hosting this and perpetrating this. Basically what it is, this is nothing but organized crime in a system that is using their employment description to expedite, perpetrate these crimes, use them to protect the crime, and then use them to nullify and vilify the targets of them. That's right, and they will use anybody and everybody for their criminal expeditions, which means that they also have and can use anybody in the community, including gang members, even though organized stalking, again, understand, gang stalking is not stalking by gangs at all. That's right. Basically, as a result of the perpetrators being in the system, they have the employment descriptions that can utilize resources that are in the system and that are in the community. That's right. Go to Google and type in organized stalking and gang stalking in the community notification and or the offender's notification. I should not be on any, and I am strongly suspecting that at least 95% of all targeted individuals should not be on them for any reason. Organized stalking and gang stalking should not even be perpetrated towards a criminal, because even criminals have constitutionally guaranteed rights until they are legally prosecuted uncorruptly and put in jail for the crimes that they have supposedly or committed. I'm going to backtrack for a second, for the crimes that they have committed, not supposedly committed. You know, our system is so corrupt, it's pathetic. It's literally pathetic, the things that organized stalking and gang stalking can be, the crimes that they are attributed to. Now, when we look at how organized crime, what are their motivations? Money, control, and exploitation. Period. End of story. And they will do anything and everything that your mind can conceive and cannot conceive in order to perpetrate their criminalities and protect them. That's right. They are literally taking innocent American citizens, and since these campaigns are going on in other countries as well, which I will briefly mention: England, the Philippines, Japan, China, New Zealand, Australia, and many, many, many more. In my eyes, every human being deserves human rights. That's right. And guaranteed rights that our Heavenly Father, who God has endowed to us. Hold on a second. So targeted individuals that are being targeted in other countries, of course they are just as important as any American citizen who is being targeted. Hold on one second. You would not believe what is happening to the children of targets, even to the pets of targets. They killed my cat Higgins. I had her for 16 years. She was a beautiful animal. They killed her. They poisoned her. That's right. They don't care. They flat out do not care. They will target anybody from a child to a senior citizen, and they are targeting senior citizens. They're targeting the disabled, like you would not believe. Now, you might think to yourself, what is this all about? This is about racketeering, human trafficking, sexual servitude rings, prostitution rings, land co-opting, property co-opting, mortgage co-opting, trust fund liquidation, identity theft, non-consensual human experimentation, which can be utilized from a distance as a result of the technologies that they expedite against the target from a remote distance. And this is where, well, you can observe at least the 3 PDF links that are on the very, very bottom, of Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance's homepage. Targeted individuals cannot get one bit of help at all from the government at the military, federal, state, or local level. And these criminalities are being protected by the government at the same levels. Innocent human beings who are literally even being taken out of their home for these criminal explorations. Now, you can go to Google and type in landlords and property owners and gang stalking. The following descriptions can be Googled and cross-referenced to organized stalking. And they are, but not limited to, landlords, property owners, postal employees, cable installers, phone company installers, even gas and electric employees, police officers, firefighters. And when I talk about police officers and firefighters, in my videos, I want the public and even any police officers or firefighters that are watching this to understand something. Organized gang stalking is designed to make the targeted individual believe that every police officer and every firefighter is involved in gang stalking. That's right. So I am here to tell my viewers and uncorrupted, unsyndicated police officers and firefighters, I am aware, and seasoned, educated, targeted individuals are aware, that every police officer and firefighter is not involved in gang stalking. I'm going to backtrack for a second. EMS which are emergency services personnel, can also be involved in gang stalking, but not all of them. Doctors, lawyers, and when we look at lawyers, we got to look at possibly individuals that can be employed in any state and any city, district attorney's office, prosecutor's office, judges, are directly connected to these expeditions, but not all of them. But when they go after and flag and tag a targeted individual, whenever they are set up to be brought before a judge through a syndicated police officer as a result of a staged event, they will make sure that that targeted individual is pipelined before a syndicated judge. That's right. My name is Leslie Williams. I live in San Diego County. I have been a victim of this crime openly, overtly now for 12 full years. And if you knew who I was and the family that I come from, military, you would understand in part why this expedition is occurring towards me and why I cannot get no help, along with my other fellow targeted individuals. I have an unmeasurable love for my fellow targeted individuals because I know what they're experiencing. And understand, please, they will take me off of Social Security, and they have already literally intentionally and deliberately, with complete malice aforethought and criminal intent, overtly tried to keep me off of food stamps, which I only get $19 a month anyways. Because destitution, once it's created for a target, they want to keep a target under such bad poverty, it's how they can steer them to the circumstances, and the circumstances then are taken advantage of through cleverly created schemes that are implemented through maneuvers to steer the target into environments they can control for exploitation. Poverty is being used. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm a good woman. Now, I try not to make myself out to be a saint or anything when I say that, but if you knew who I was, I mean, I know who I am. I know what I'm not involved in. I know what kind of a person that I am. I am literally the kind of person that would take the shirt off my back and give it to somebody who's got less, literally. I'm not supposed to boast about these personality attributes because I am aware that the only goodness about me is through the grace of God. That's right. But I'm just trying to describe to you what kind of a person that I am. They don't care what kind of a person you are. In fact, they do care only in the sense that they will take advantage of your personality attributes for exploitation purposes. Hold on one second. Alright, I gotta go because the battery right now is... This particular video camera eats up battery power like you would not believe. So if the video stops while I'm in the middle of talking, just review what I've already described in this video. Now, if anything ever happens to me in San Diego County in reference to me being assaulted again, I've already been assaulted twice since I've been here in San Diego, since I arrived on August 8, 2011. And understand, I have not developed one relationship with anybody since I have been back in San Diego on August 8, 2011, when I say back because I was out here in 2006 between 1 and 38 days. And I was gang stalked in San Diego in that calendar year. That's right. Even though back then I did not know what was happening to me was gang stalking. So how did they know I came back here on August 8, 2011? I had been gang stalked along every single one of my routes, non-stop, continuously, through clever, overt means, everywhere that I had went, and I got the audio files and the video files to prove it, not including the paper trail. That's right, including the fact that assault that occurred towards me on the MTS bus was predicted by me in an email 11 days before it occurred. They went into my email account and erased it. But I did print it out, and I also did copy and paste it into a Word program, and then downloaded it to a USB drive the day it was made. Who went into my email account and erased it? So how did they know I came back here, is the question. And since I knew that I was gang stalked out here in 2006, as a result, see, in June 9, 2009, I realized what was happening to me because I discovered it online, that what was happening to me was gang stalking. So as a result of the educated knowledge I ascertained from the internet since that date, and then cross-referenced it and folded it back on past experience to current experience, and then from 2009 up to this date, I have come to understand their methods and tactics even more better. Okay? The point I'm trying to make is this, is that as a result of the experience and the educated knowledge, I made decisions when I came back here, before I came back here, that I was not going to develop any relationships at the friendship level, the acquaintance level, or the intimate level, because I wanted to make sure that the strategies I developed boxed these perpetrators in to prove this criminality was happening to me, so I could take that evidence and fold it back onto the 2006 emails that were made by me in San Diego in 2006 that I still have, could be proven, which would show the duration of this crime. The stalking of me over interstate lines, which is a federal offense, and the fact that the San Diego police were definitely involved in it in 2006. They know it. You better believe they know it. And so they're keeping any type of uncorrupted legal assistance concerning what is happening to me from me as a result of what they know I know. And this is the heinous nature of these criminalities. As a result, I am kept isolated in these campaigns in reference to the criminalities that are continuing towards me, and I still cannot get no help at any level of the government, because these criminalities are protected at every level of the government. And that is why any targeted individual cannot get no help. The only targeted individual that I know that has gotten any type of help at all, and the crime is still being experienced by him, to him, is James Walberg, who can be Googled as well. Remember the YouTube videos that I described. Alright, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California, and I apologize that I did not continue to act silly and comical, but once I start talking about these heinous criminalities, it's hard to keep a smile on your face. Again, I'm a good woman. Homelessness is created of targeted individuals, and then they go after our finances to break us down, to wear us down, to put us in circumstances that they can then continue to steer as a result of the devastation of the circumstances. If I am ever raped, assaulted, if anything bad happens to me, it will be the direct concerted effort of the organized stalking that is being perpetrated against me, and the factual reality that the San Diego police will not make one police report that this crime is factually happening to me, and they will not investigate it as a result. So all we got to do is understand, what did they do in 2006? And why was the video that MTS sent me altered? Go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus." I gotta go. My name is Leslie Williams. I am a human being. I feel just like you do. Okay? Everything that happens to me is experienced by me. And the only thing I can do is ask and pray that you say a prayer for me. I appreciate you listening, and I actually made this video so you can educate yourself concerning these criminalities, so you can make informed decisions to watch out concerning how the factual reality that this crime can happen to anybody, so you can become aware of it and watch out for it in case one of your loved ones is targeted, including your friends. Alright, thank you for listening, and have a nice day.